So this is the second episode of season 2. We're going to talk about friends with benefits, and particularly the definition of friends with benefits, or F.W.B. So the definition of a friend with benefits, or F.W.B., according to Your Tango, is having sex with a person without having the commitment or the emotion or respect for that person. What do you guys think?
I feel like, does it have to be sex involved though? Can it just be like intense relationships, emotionally?
That respect part is the thing that I felt as if was new. I've never seen this definition before, so it's saying that there's no respect for that other person just brings about a whole new level of complexity, because we all know females, we're very emotional, and respect is a big thing for us, you know what I'm saying, especially in this day and age. So I feel as if it's impossible.
But really, of course, respect plays a big factor. I feel like you can't have respect, but at the same time, can you have respect? Yeah, I feel like you can't have respect, but at the same time, it's like you don't have the restrictions and at least like the confusion and the hurt feelings that fall into friends with benefits.
I ain't got nothing to say.
So, okay, another question. So, as far as the definition goes, are the components of the definition, do they make sense, or is it like an exaggeration of what you all would think would be friends with benefits? Does that make sense?
I don't think it is. The way that I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at it as a female's view, where the guy is predominantly the one having these, FWB relationships. Given the fact that, history and all that stuff, if a female were to engage in such behaviors, they'll be labeled as like a hoe, whereas a guy is more praised, like, oh, you're that nigga, you got the juice, XYZ. So
double standard.
Yes,
I have
definitely.
to interject. This modern age that we're living in, I don't feel like it's more of a double standard as it used to be, honestly, just because women, they have I'm not gonna categorize them, but it's some out there, the hot girl summers, they're out here living their best life. So they're starting to get that quote unquote male mentality, in which they feel as if, if a dude can do it, I can do it too. So I feel like that's the new shift that we're moving into. So to say it is a more male type ordeal, I feel like it's less type. I feel like it's becoming more common among both. Yeah, equal among both sexes.
True, but at the same time, we will still receive some type of nasty look, or we will be
shamed.
Shamed,
Period.
Exactly. And then
Shamed.
I'm pretty sure if you were with your homeboys, you'll be like, oh
Dapped
no,
up.
stay away from this girl. She got ran or da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. No.
I admit that that's because male and females do have those different perspectives.
So how does the FWB relationship originate? So it could be either from online dating, where two people have profiles that are just exclusively like FWB, that's all I'm looking for, fuck buddy. Or it could be you've known somebody for years and you don't want to date them, but that's your comfort zone, so you just decide to be fuck buddies versus be in a relationship. You dig?
Yeah, I feel like it could start anyway, to be honest. It could just start from, you meet a cool individual in the club that night and you just maybe get their number and eventually start a little relationship. Well, situationship, and then eventually falls into it.
I'm glad you said situation.
I like that word.
You know what I'm saying? Could fall into that.
When I think about the origination of friends with benefits, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie No Strings Attached with Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake, and how they were just friends, and then it became something where they developed a relationship, and then it just became friends with benefits.
So in the agreement of being a friend with benefit, what if feelings develop? Okay, so there are, in my opinion, 3 things that you can do. First of all, don't be embarrassed. It happens. We're humans. We can express ourselves. Feelings are natural for women. I don't know what guys think.
Feelings?
Oh, Lord.
What? No.
Okay. And then secondly, say something, because if you feel some type of way, maybe the person feels the same way, but it's just wants to get that embarrassment. So maybe it might be a mutual feeling. And then lastly, if they don't feel the same way, just move on. Don't try to string them along and figure out whether or not they're going to develop feelings, specifically when guys say something, they mean it the first time.
So, in regards to what you just said, I wanted to add that there is no such thing as feelings not getting developed. I don't know if you guys have heard of a thing called soul ties. but that is very much true. In doing so, you're basically having an energy transference where whatever that person, I guess, baggage is, it's automatically set on you. And that's why you have a certain feeling when it comes to that person. Like if you're feeling down, they're feeling down just because of that soul tie that you connected. That's why, I don't know if you guys are biblical, but it's warned, against doing something like this just because of the extremity and how it could get you, like, for real. So, yeah.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so with that being said, I feel as if with these friends with benefit situations, people just really get comfortable, and eventually they forget that they're even in this friends with benefit situation because they got their feelings so deep in there. So really, I just want to say, from both sides, male and female, like, always stay what you want from the beginning. If you feel like if you are stuck in that trap, just like let it be known, like, hey, this ain't really feeling right. And then also just let them know, like, hey, you know your worth. Don't just be there for somebody, late night booty call.
All right now.
Don't utilize somebody for a late night booty call like that.
And don't be available for that late night booty
That's
call.
my 2 cents.